There's been some rumors heating up around Keenan Allen potentially joining the New York Football Giants. And on today's video, we're going to react to Bleacher Report and their most recent article where they named the New York Giants as an ideal landing spot for Keenan Allen. But first, I want to give a major shout out to my guy, TD Gaming. He dropped not one, but two $500 super thanks on two of our previous videos. I want to say thank you. I want to say I appreciate you. And you are an absolute legend. Says Marsh, I have been waiting a long time to do this. Every time I have had a long day or have been feeling down, you never failed to improve my day, informing me about the team I love, the New York Giants. Thanks a ton, Marsh. You are truly the GOAT. TD Gaming, you are the GOAT. And I want all the real ones to step up and show some love to our guy. Can I get everyone watching today's video to give me a TD Gaming down in the comment sections? Thank you, brother. We appreciate you. Major, major love. You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Let's dive into it. Should the New York Giants go out and sign six-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Keenan Allen? Look, I think the Giants could always benefit from adding more playmakers to this roster. I think the question at this point is, does the 33-year-old Keenan Allen still have juice? I think he does. I really do. We're going to read a quote from Bleacher Report where they say he had a bad year for the Chicago Bears. I talked to my guy Harrison Graham, who is the Bears Now host here at Chat Sports. So he had a little bit of a drop problem, didn't know what was going on with him in that aspect, and he also didn't think that the Chicago Bears used him in the right way at the beginning of the year. We're kind of using him as a vertical threat, which hasn't been his game for quite some time. He's more of a slot wide receiver that wins on option routes in the intermediate level, just getting open in one-on-one coverage. And I think a player like that who excels in the slot and beating man coverage would greatly benefit the Giants for multiple reasons. And I thought Bleacher Report made some really good points here, saying with the Giants brass facing a mandate from owner John Mara to put a winning product on the field in 2025, they need to onboard at least one more quality pass catcher after not selecting any receivers in this year's NFL draft. Keenan Allen fits the bill as a proven receiver with a long history of production throughout his decorated NFL career. Allen is fresh off a disappointing 2024 showing with the Chicago Bears, but being stuck on the league's worst offense last season limited his ability to contribute. The 12-year vet is only a year removed from the latest of his 6 Pro Bowl seasons and still has the potential for more as he gears up for his age 33 campaign. Whether he ends up establishing a potent veteran battery with Wilson or serves as a safety net for the developing Jaxson Dart, Allen should be able to carve out a meaningful role working as the Giants' number 2 option behind Malik Nabers. And to be honest with you, I agree with just about everything Bleacher Report said, except saying that Keenan Allen has a disappointing season. Did he live up to what he had done in previous years where he was a 1,200-yard guy? Maybe not. But 70 grabs for 744 yards and 7 touchdowns, that's pretty damn good. And if the Giants go out and sign Keenan Allen and he puts together that type of season, we're all going to be happy about that move for Joe Schoen. Look, this is a guy that just 1 year ago put up 108 grabs for almost 1,250 yards, 7 touchdowns. He still can get open. He's still one of the best route runners in the National Football League. The thing I'm a little worried about, I would say, is he's missed a couple of games over each of the last 4 seasons. But I'm not asking him to come in and be my wide receiver 1. Not asking him even to come in and be my wide receiver 2. I'm asking him to come to this roster and be who you are at this point, which is a productive receiver, a veteran, and I think an upgrade to your slot wide receiver room. I think Wan'Dale Robinson would remain your starting slot receiver, but if you could have 4 receivers of Malik Nabers, Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton, and Keenan Allen, that's going to greatly just boost the overall talent of this offense. I thought the Giants needed to go out and select a receiver early on in the NFL draft. I wish they would have done it in NFL free agency. They averaged 16.1 points per game last year. That's mainly probably because of the quarterback play, and the offensive line kind of got more hurt as each game went on. We know Malik Nabers is special. He's probably going to get close to 1,500 yards and 10-plus touchdowns this year. I'm not the biggest Darius Slayton fan, but I do think playing with a guy like Russell Wilson, who throws the ball downfield a little bit more, it could be his best season yet. I worry about Wan'Dale Robinson. We'll talk more about him coming up in a second, but you see the limited slot receivers this team has. Little Jordan Humphrey, Zach Pascal, Wan'Dale Robinson. I just don't know if there's enough juice there. What do you think? Should Joe Schoen go out and sign the 6-time Pro Bowl veteran wide receiver, Keenan Allen? He's 33 years old. I still think there's some juice there. Do you think they should sign him? S for sign, P for pass. Whether it's Keenan Allen or somebody else, I think the Giants have to go out and add another NFL caliber player at that slot position. Look, I like Wan'Dale Robinson. I really, really do. I don't know if Wan'Dale Robinson should be your first guy up in the slot. He's been a really hard evaluation in the National Football League. He's had some really good games, like that Monday night game with Tommy Cutlets against the Green Bay Packers. He was awesome that game. There's been other moments where he looks like a running back with the ball in his hands, and he's hard to tackle, and he's able to get north and south, and he can create yards after contact. Showed he can also create separation in short routes. But I just think at 5'8", he's very limited. His catch radius, one, is extremely small. It has to be almost a perfect ball. And he was really good for a guy like Daniel Jones, who wanted to dink and dunk. And on 3rd and 8, consistently throw short of the sticks. With a new quarterback in town like Russell Wilson, is Wan'Dale going to get back to being a deep threat like he was at Kentucky? That's what he was. I want him to be that guy. Hopefully he is. I just don't know if Wan'Dale Robinson, and that's it, is who I want at my slot receiver position. Maybe Malik Nabers plays more in the slot this year. He didn't really do it all that much this past year. He was almost exclusively an outside receiver guy playing on the numbers. He could do it. Did it at LSU. I think it'd be pretty cool if we got to see some of those slot fades that we saw at LSU that we all have watched. Highlight after highlight of Jaden Daniels just dropping back, Nabers using his space and the space of the wide side of the field and his speed to create separation and go. Maybe they do that more with a guy like Russell Wilson. I just don't know if there's enough juice at that slot receiver spot right now. I'd love to add a veteran like Keenan Allen. 1, because he's still a good football player. 2, he's going to be able to contribute to this team. 3, it's an upgrade. But 4, having a veteran next to Malik Nabers is only going to help him. Did we remember how highly Malik Nabers has spoken of Darius Slayton as a veteran who helped him learn how to watch tape, how to study DBs, giving him almost like a book on every DB that they played this year and will play? Like, what do you think Keenan Allen could do for the development of Malik Nabers? And don't tell me Nabers doesn't want somebody here. There was a loaded group of pass catchers at LSU, and he loved that. He wanted to bring Cooper Kupp to this football team. He knows that if there's more talent outside of him, less eyeballs on him. And less eyeballs on him equals more opportunities because you can't guard this guy with just one person. Allen would also be awesome for Russell Wilson, but if we get into a situation where Jaxson Dart is playing, he would be awesome for him. Like, how many times in our life have we heard, oh, you need a good tight end for a young quarterback. You need someone that could dominate in the slot, someone that can catch the ball over the middle of the field. It's true. You need someone in the slot that can create separation and make contested catches over the middle of the field. We saw it happen last year in Washington. Zach Ertz in his career was revitalized with Jaden Daniels because they put him in the slot and they said, you just read the defense. You do what the game tells you to do. We're going to give you option route after option route after option route. And when it's a one-on-one situation, Jaden Daniels is going to drop back. He's going to find 86. And 86, the elite route runner that he is, even at that old age, is able to create separation. The shortest throw, is to the slot. But it's an easy throw, the easiest throw. And when you have a 6'2" plus Keenan Allen getting separation with some of the most diverse routes I've ever seen, that's going to help a young quarterback and a guy like Russell Wilson. I think a slot receiver should be added, but overall, I think a wide receiver should be added to this team. Go out and get me Amari Cooper. There's some rumors that maybe he's going to rejoin the Raiders. Not sure how true those are, but Amari Cooper could still play. It didn't click with Josh Allen and Buffalo last year. It's hard to get traded midseason and be able to rock and roll and learn the new system and be up to speed and being on the same page as the quarterback. But I would love to see Amari Cooper added. Another slot guy I'm like kind of hoping the Giants sign is Tyler Boyd. This guy was a beast for the Cincinnati Bengals. Had like 60 grabs just 2 years ago. He was solid last year for the Tennessee Titans. A bigger slot option as well. So some diversification of your slot options between 5'8" Wan'Dale Robinson and 6'2", 200-pound Tyler Boyd. He can get open. He's got strong hands. And he plays the slot. And he's done it his whole career. I think it could make some sense. If you want a deep cut, Nelson Aguilar is one of the better wide receivers left. Like, it's slim pickings at this point. But Allen, Amari Cooper, and Boyd would all be really, really good options for the New York Giants. And if you want to get Russie, a deep threat, go call DJ Chark up. Like, that's probably the only wide receiver that I am really interested in for the New York Giants. Not a slot guy, but you can put him on the boundary. He can run deep. He can make some contested catches, and he can run under a moon ball that Russell Wilson's going to throw and scrape. Hopefully not the blimps over the stadium this year that says fire everybody. Hopefully we don't have to do that again. But DJ Chark, he's not really all that productive this past year. Had some injuries, obviously, but a player that I think could still stretch the field vertically and might be better than what you got on the back end of that wide receiver depth chart. Maybe they wait until roster cut down day. Maybe when teams go from 90 to 53, some good wide receiver will become available, and Joe Schoen will pounce there. We've seen him do that prior to the season. His first year here, went out and signed Jason Pinnock, went out and signed Nick McLeod as well. Those guys started for this team. Maybe he does that again this year. Grade the Giants wide receiver room for me. Where do we stack up? Malik Nabers is the ultimate curve, and that's what a wide receiver one does. Like, he takes what is probably a C-minus room to, in my opinion, a B-plus room because he's a top 5 guy, in my opinion. They'll show that this year. What do you think? A, B, C, D, or F? Get your Abdul Carter jersey today and get your Jaxson Dart jersey today. Chatsports.com/Carter, chatsports.com/Dart. Get your jersey today. Once they officially pick a number, it will be shipped out. And it sounds like Phil Simms is cool with Abdul Carter or Jaxson Dart wearing number 11. We'll see if that happens. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram, @MarshallGreen_. Hit me up, and let's go Giants.